even if the citizens in the state of Florida, as well as in the United States of America and its territories, don't know who I am, nor know who Folk Houses Incorporated is, nor Chancey Incorporated, how can the elected officials in the United States of America, whom I serve by affidavit, not know who Tommy Chancey Castle Sr. is, nor Folk Houses Incorporated, nor Chancey Incorporated, if we are all tied together in the state of Florida? I pay for my companies to be able to do business in the United States of America, and you can Google me, Tommy, Tommy, Chancey, Chanci, Castle, Castle, Senior, and you will see the cases against the United States of America, right? Now, when you see that, that's when you will know what your elected officials know and what the judges in the courts know, right? So now, if Jesus was me, then wouldn't the judges and the politicians be punishing Jesus for being a righteous man? See, because if you go in the court, right, and they say, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. So now, let's break that down. So it say, tell the truth. Now, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you that it's several different definitions of truth. So it can't be the same truth the way they saying it. So now it says, tell the truth, the body of real things, events, and facts in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, ever since August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. The whole truth, for which is the state of being the case in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida, ever since February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. So it say, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, right? Now that is the third definition of truth, is a transcendent, fundamental, or spiritual reality, right? Now that's in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida for eternity. See, then it says, so help you God. Now, so say, let's go to help. Help, to give assistance or support to someone. So now, if Jesus was in the judgment hall in Jerusalem, and they are now telling us that he died for our sins, then Jesus is supposed to be giving us support, right, in court if we don't sin. Right? That's why they say tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Now, if you lie, how can God help you? It don't say tell the truth or lie. It say tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So when did the state of Florida tell the truth? Let's go back. Let's go back. The body of real things, events, and facts. When did the state of Florida tell the truth about Tommy Chancey Castle Sr.? When did the state of Florida tell the truth, the whole truth, which is the state of being the case in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida? So see, right then, the United States had the opportunity, because those are federal judges. So that's when the feds, right, aided and embedded the state in denying Folk Houses Incorporated of the right to be rewarded for industry. Now, the president of Folk Houses Incorporated cited his constitutional rights, which gave his company constitutional rights under the term basic rights. See? So now, when did the state of Florida get help from God? Because we in court now. You can't tell me to tell the truth and you lie, and then you get help from God. So here we go. We say, so when did God give assistance or support to the state of Florida? So when has God given assistance to the state of Florida ever since August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning? So now, what God do the state of Florida believe in if Satan, according to the definition of Satan, is the angel who in Jewish belief is commanded by God to tempt humans to sin, to cause to accuse the sinners, right? That's what they did. They accused me in court of a crime that they was committing against me. Then when I then told the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about the crime, they changed my reality. So now, when did God do it? When did the God that the state of Florida said that they believed in, if the state of Florida is not Satan? See the angels. So is the state of Florida led by Satan, for whom has that God that they believe in, according to the definition? See, because, okay, how about if I couldn't read or write like my ancestors couldn't read or write? By legislation, not by God. See, God did not legislate my people ignorant. America did. After America itself was denied of its independence, America then denied my ancestors of the right to read and write. So now, how could God in the Bible, who said that my people would be destroyed for lack of knowledge, then say that the American enslaver is his people? See, how can the enslaver who own in historical records, documentation, denied their slaves, right? Now they gave them the Bible, but they wouldn't allow them to read the Bible. So now, who is the hypocrite? Who is the violator of God's word? The person that you legislated ignorant, so therefore he as well as she, as well as their children, would inherit ignorance, right? So now you mean to tell me that you're not a co-conspirator of my people's ignorance? If your ancestors denied my ancestors the right to read and write, and now their descendants do not understand the lawsuit that I wrote in self-defense for us? See, so am I okay, so if George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and the founding fathers of the United States of America loved this country when it was 13 colonies, property of King George, so now they loved us, or what I say us, you say what you want, because I know the history that black people, because the war started because of the addicts, dude, and Samuel Adams was friends. See, and they killed the black dude, and Samuel Adams went off, and that started a revolution. But y'all lied and said it was a little white kid. Man, see, so it's a lot of lies in America's fabric. See, because you have always lied to make yourself appear greater in the situation than you were. It was women that helped. It was prostitutes that actually helped, because they were sleeping with the generals and then getting information, but they don't want to let y'all know that they used the prostitutes to get information. They were part of the war. They were part of the strategy. See, but now y'all want to defame prostitutes. But without the prostitutes, you wouldn't have got the evidence that you got. And then when they go out to wash clothes, they used to give them signs. So when you read in the Bible and it talks about a sign, see, the women used to give signs. And when you talk about Paul Revere, he said, one it by land, two it by sea. That's a sign. See, but what is the sign for the slave that can't read nor write? See, for Miss Harriet Tubman, it was the North Star. She had to follow the North Star. See what I'm saying? But what do we follow when the North Star is a written instrument now? If you can't read nor write, how could you follow something that fell from the sky? See what I'm saying? See, Miss Harriet Tubman told them how she led our ancestors off of their plantations. See, understand, if they wrote it, she told them. And we don't know if they actually helped, because why didn't they preserve anything? It's nothing, because we never was free. If you think about it, right, why preserve something that never happened? Because if we are still in the exodus of Moses, when did we ever settle anywhere in the world? Because even the Israelites not settled in the Gaza Strip, they fighting. So somebody keeps stealing, and that's what got the devil among us. See, as long as you lie, you leave a crack for the devil to hide in. See, that's why they say tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Now, see, we say help, right? So we say help is to give support. Now it say God. So that means God is supposed to support you. Now, let's look up God. So when you put the whole thing together, see, and you define it, you see it's a case. See, it's the body, like the body of Christ, and it's the body of real things, events, and facts. See, so see, the truth has to encompass all of those things. Right? But okay, I'm gonna go back to truth to show what I'm telling you. So see, the body, that's me, that's the courts, that's the judges. See, we the body of this whole situation. Now the events is what happened, and it's real, right? The real events and the things. What they say, okay, hold on. The body of real things, right? So I'm real, the judge was real, the people in the court was real. That wasn't fake. See, that wasn't reality TV. That was real. That was real thing. Now, then the events, see, they unfolded, right? So let's go things. Let's break it down. An object or entity, see? So I'm the object, they the entity. They the principality, I'm the flesh and bone. See, object. Something material that may be perceived by senses. See, I'm material. I'm a person. You can perceive me with the eyes. You can touch me. See, that's the senses. See what I'm talking about? You can smell me. You see what I'm saying? Now, so, but they are an entity. See, they are the existence of a thing as contrast with its attributes. See? So they are thing, but they not human. See, the court system is a thing, right? It's not an object. It's a thing, right? That exists. It's the existence of a thing as contrasted with its attributes. See, so the courts is the attributes of the court is supposed to be the justice that's rendered in them, right? So, but the court system itself is made up by the events that happen in it. See, that's why you can make history in court, because that's where history is truly made. See, you can't come into court with no hearsay. You got to come in with the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, or God can't help you. See what I'm saying? So now, then it says an entity, something that has separate and distinct existence an objective or conceptual reality. See, that's the justice system. That's the entity. So I had to sue the objects within the entity. See, to save the entity from the objects. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm coming to you, for whom are the subjects. See, let me show you what I'm talking about now. See, you the subjects that the entity was deceiving. See, so that's why I made you property of Four Castles Incorporated, because you was property of this entity, right? Of the objects that is deceiving you in the name of the United States of America, in the name of whatever state you reside in. That's why they say you state property. But of what state? Of who is the owner of that state if it's not the citizenry? See? So now what I did was I made the king of the state of Florida come to the subjects of the state of Florida. Now let me show you what I'm saying. Vessel. See that? A person under the protection of a feudal lord to whom he has vowed homage and fatality to. See, so that means, see, that's the state. See, they like a lord. See, so I had to bring the vessel, for whom is you, to court as the state, and then separate you from the state, so I can give you back to yourself. But see, you don't want to look at how I'm breaking you apart from Satan, for whom has a God. You don't want to see the manifestation of Satan's God as he faced my God, for whom is me. So how can I be a peer? Let's break it down. Peer. Okay, one that is of equal standing with another. So if Satan has a God, well, Satan is not a peer of mine. See, he's an angel. I'm a God. So see, I had to move Satan out of the way to get to his God. So now it's God on God. See, but y'all don't want to look at it that way, but that's true. See, because if Satan was commanded by God, let's break it down now. Because we here now, we might well get it. So if according to Jewish belief, the angel who is in Jewish belief is commanded by God to tempt humans, so see, God is the one I'm after, according to Jewish belief. Because God is the one that sent Satan into my home. So I subdued Satan with the Florida Constitution. And then I went after his God in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, because I'm saying, well, if I told the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and then Satan's God came and defended Satan, then why wouldn't my people, who the 16th president of these United States of America emancipated through the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st in 1863, would be mad at me for using my God to emancipate them with my evidence of my persecution by Satan. And then I'm using the Bible to corroborate the Satan and his God, not me. I'm saying, well, why would I want to be Jesus when Jesus had to come back from the grave? Well, why wouldn't I want to be Moses, who came back from the wilderness? But now I'm saying, if I got to choose, I don't want to be Jesus. I want to be Moses, who came back from the wilderness. So now, if they told the Israelites that if they went out in the wilderness in the wilderness, they would surely die. Wouldn't that be the same thing that Eve told the serpent, that if she touched the tree, she would surely die? See, so who is these people that's saying that if you do something, you will die? But then Moses showed that he didn't die. He came back from the wilderness. Now, didn't that give the Israelites pause to think that maybe Pharaoh them lied to keep them in Egypt? Because if Moses went out there, obviously Moses know how to survive in the wilderness, and he know what's in the wilderness if he came back from the wilderness. That's why Moses wrote the Torah. So maybe Moses went out in the wilderness and got educated, because did he write anything when he was in Egypt? But he was able to go out into the wilderness 40 years and come back and write the Torah. So he had to go out there and learn. So now I've been in this wilderness for 15 years. I've written over 100 books. And now the America done gave me cancer, but we was in court and I was saying attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder. Now, if I would have done and made somebody sick or did something to somebody, then you would charge me as the state of Florida for what I did to a citizen. But now that you the state of Florida and I'm the citizen, you not gonna protect me, my wife, my children, my business affairs, but you gonna protect Bill Hurd. You gonna protect General Motors. You gonna protect the banks that robbed American people. You gonna protect the stock market. But when do poor people care about stocks? They don't have enough money to pay their bills. How they got money to invest? Then y'all got so slick to where y'all start taking people money before taxes. So you basically getting a free loan from your employees, then you fire them. So basically we business partners, because you can borrow the money that then when I borrow it, I gotta pay it back, right? But when you borrow it, you can then file bankruptcy. But now, isn't that ironic that a company can use your 401k and file bankruptcy and don't have to pay you as if you was a business partner of theirs? Because that's what they say, right? They say that that's an investment, and your investment is subject to losses, right? But it's not an investment, it's a pension. See, and a pension, according to Amendment 14, Section 4, can't be questioned. See, so right there, with your pension plan, you violating the Constitution, because you're trying to say that a pension is an investment, and it's not, it's a pension. But you don't give me a pension no more. See, so now you did away with the pensions, but that you want to try to whoop me with the pen, but you don't let me choose between a pension and this 401k. So if I gotta get the 401k or I don't have a retirement, then you really don't have a retirement plan. You just telling me that I'm an investor in your company. So you done changed it. That's what I'm telling you, workers. Man, you gotta look, these people, these lawyers done sat there and they done violated the Constitution with this wordplay. See, so if you supposed to have a pension. So if they have finagled what they call, that's fraud, when they have given us 401ks in lieu of pensions, then they trying to say that the 401k is not protected by Amendment 14, Section 4. And I'm saying, well, if it's not protected by Amendment 14, Section 4, then I'm going to protect it with my bounty for catching you for violating Amendment 14, Section 4, so I can then fund these people 401ks. But y'all don't even understand what a worker trying to do for workers, because you thinking you a boss, but you just a worker. And you not even at the table to understand when you done got deceived. You understand? See, I had to read it myself to understand it. I'm saying, hey man, you done took my pension and you done replaced it with this 401k.